day 63, and I'm in a bagel shop waiting for some sandwiches to be made. I'm going to run them back to the Appropriations Committee because they're hearing 5 and 5 today, and they're going to need some sustenance. And then I'm on my way back to Butte so I can go snowboarding. So quick video while I wait for my sandwiches. We only heard 11 bills on the floor this morning, and only a couple were really controversial. We did a couple of really good things. House Bill 76 establishes a child and family ombudsman, and the family of a baby who died worked so hard to get this bill passed. It was killed in committee because it had a fiscal note. They were able to strip off the fiscal note, contact the Attorney General's office, and really fix the bill so that it was something that the Republicans felt like they could support. So that was definitely a win. Senate Bill 194 says that if you are pulled over or arrested for a traffic violation or anything other or a non-felony offense, that you cannot be given a strip search or a body cavity search unless there is reasonable suspicion. And so I would consider that a win for personal privacy. And then we did a couple of really bad things today too. In our House Bill 303 House Bill 303, sponsored by Representative Kearns, is the sheriff's first bill, and it almost died. It only got 51 votes. It was 51 to 48, and then someone had forgotten to vote, so it's going to be changed to 51 to 49. But it did pass, and this bill basically puts way more work on our local sheriffs because the federal government can no longer do the work that they need to get drug dealers and dangerous drugs off the streets without first communicating with the sheriff. And this is not an issue that the sheriffs want to be involved in. They say that our system works well now and that this will only make their jobs harder. So we passed a bad bill. Senate Bill 194 was originally a good bill that would have allowed the Office of Public Defenders and investigators to carry concealed weapons when they're in the scope of their job. And the bill got hijacked to amend in the exact language that was in a concealed carry bill that failed on the floor. So there was a concealed carry bill on the floor by Creighton Kearns that said anyone can carry a concealed weapon. It failed 48 to 52. And they took the language of that bill, they put it into this otherwise good concealed carry bill, and got it passed out of committee and then got it passed on the floor today. So a really sneaky way to get a bad concealed carry bill through. And then an interesting bill today was Senate Bill 18 that provides that landowners can gain ownership of an abandoned riverbed if the river changes channels. So that was kind of controversial. It didn't have too controversial of a vote. It wasn't, close to 50-50, but just some really interesting discussion on that bill that was carried by a Democrat in the Senate, carried by a Republican in the House, and had opponents and proponents to both sides. It was pretty split. So the good, bad, and the interesting, I guess. Thanks for the messages. Thanks for being involved. We hear the Tavern Bill on Tuesday morning at 8 a.m. in Business and Labor, the anti-brewery bill. It's House Bill 616. We hear Medicaid expansion. On Monday afternoon at 3 o'clock in Human Services. That's House Bill 590. Have a great weekend.